I long in passing through the dim valley for the sympathy of my fellow men. My name is William Wilson. The origins of my wickedness were comparatively trivial.
Ego nec tumultum, nec mori pluribus metuam, tenente Caesari terres. I shall fear neither revolution nor death by violence. Accuracy before invention, Ashcroft?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir.
Very well. You, boy, Wilson, continue.
The ardour, the enthusiasm, and the imperiousness of my disposition soon rendered me a marked character among my schoolmates, and by slow but natural gradations gave me an ascendancy over all, with a single exception.
Come. Yes, what is it?
Please, sir, I'm the new boy, sir.
Name?
Please, sir, William Wilson.
Another William Wilson? Isn't one enough? Very well, boy. You better sit over there, opposite your namesake. Let us explore your knowledge of Latin, shall we, Wilson? Tranter, the young gentleman to your right, had some difficulty with this passage here. Perhaps you'd care to translate it for us.
Yes, sir. Non ego hoc ferem calidus juventa consoli planco. I would not have put up with this, hot with youth when Plancus was consul.
Very good. Excellent. Give him your book, Tranter. Start from the beginning of the ode, Wilson. Hercules Raitu modo dictus, O plebs.
Hercules Raitu modo dictus, O plebs. Morti vinalem peti si lorem. Caesar Hispano repetit ponatis victor ab ore. Lately reported, O people of the city, after the manner of Hercules, the laurel that is bought with death, Caesar is returning home, a victor from the Spanish coast.
First class, Wilson. Sharpen your wits, gentlemen. It seems we have a scholar in our midst.
I was oppressed by the sensation of having been acquainted with him at some epoch very long ago. Secretly, I feared him.
Right, let's not mind. There's a parcel downstairs. Who for? William Wilson. Doesn't say which one. I'll go, shall I? You stay here. It'll be for me. How do you know? It's bound to be. It's my birthday tomorrow. Tomorrow? It's mine too. Yours? Yes, mine too, William Wilson. It can't be. You're lying, Wilson. I'm not. Why did you let You're always lying. The parcel is mine. It's not.
Shut up! Quiet, boys. Quiet. I've selected the first 11 to play college on Saturday week. Tranter, Deakin, Goff, Ruddick, Birkinshaw, Appleby, Lippiat, Tressida, Hunt, Copperwheat, and you, Wilson.
Well done.
You shall be 12th man and scorer. Your batsmanship has been disappointingly erratic this term. There must be a considerable improvement if you wish to regain your place in the team. I want all boys ready for cricket in 5 minutes.
Wilson, there's no need to look so pleased about it. About what? Taking my place in the first 11. I was lucky, that's all. Stop smiling, then. Am I smiling? I hate you. I loathe and detest you. But why? Everything I say, everything I do, copying me, making fun of me, I won't have it. I'm not making fun of you, William Wilson. And don't call me that! What else can I call you? I hate it. You know I hate it. Please, let's be friends. Get away from me. I've never tried to make fun of you, never. Liar. It's the truth. Liar. Don't lose your temper. Remember what happened to your nurse. My nurse? When you threw the penknife at her. Who told you that? One should always curb a violent temper, William Wilson. Who told you about my nurse? Who told you? Who told you?
Stop it! Stop it, both of you! Who started this?
Answer my question.
It's my fault, sir.
I didn't ask whose fault it was. Did you start the fighting?
Yes, sir. I think perhaps I provoked him, sir.
Get along to cricket.
Sir.
What's this all about? What devil has got into you?
It's Wilson, sir.
Wilson?
He copies me, sir, all the time.
You mean he copies your work?
No, sir. The way I behave, sir. Things like that.
Copies you?
Yes, sir. All the time, sir. He does it to annoy me.
I never heard such nonsense.
It's true, sir. He does.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself, boy. He's done you no harm. Loyal and decent fellow in every way. Tried to blame Wilson for your own sour temper and idleness.
I'm not, sir. It's a lie.
Beg your pardon. What did you say? Come here, boy. You will go to your classroom and copy out your Latin composition 50 times. When you've finished, bring it to my study. If you cannot learn to control your tongue and your temper, more drastic measures will have to be taken.
There can be no doubt that my namesake's moral sense was far keener than my own. His advice and admonitions carried with them none of those errors or follies usual to one of his immature age and seeming inexperience. As his manner became increasingly affectionate, so my sentiments, in nearly similar proportion, partook very much of a positive hatred. One night, immediately after our violent altercation, finding everyone wrapped in sleep, I arose and advanced towards my rival's bed. Assured of his being asleep, I took the light, and with it approached the bed. A numbness and iciness of feeling instantly pervaded my body. My whole spirit became possessed with an objectless, incoherent horror. Was it in truth within the bounds of human possibility that what I now saw was the result merely of his habitual practice of sarcastic imitation? I left at once the halls of that old academy, never to enter them again. After a few months spent in idleness, I found myself a student at Eton. 3 years of folly passed without profit, and after a particular week of soulless dissipation, I invited a small party of the most dissolute students to a secret carousal in my chambers.
Fag. fag!
The vortex of thoughtless folly into which I had so recklessly plunged still left my appetite unsatisfied.
Yes, sir?
These glasses are dirty. Get them washed.
Yes, sir.
Have a drink, if you like.
No, thank you, sir.
It's good wine. Have a drink.
No, thank you. I don't like it.
You haven't tasted any.
I don't like wine, sir.
What's your name, boy?
Pargeter, sir.
Well, Pargeter? What sort of wine do you particularly dislike? Claret, Burgundy, German wines. What?
I don't know, sir.
You mean you haven't formed an opinion?
No, sir.
And why is that? Why is that, Pargeter? Perhaps you haven't tasted any.
No, sir. I don't like it.
But how can you tell? How do you know if you haven't tasted any? Yours is an uninformed opinion, wouldn't you say? You can't pass judgment without some degree of knowledge, can you? Can you, Pargeter?
No, sir.
Flushed with intoxication and the pursuit of vice, all virtue having dropped bodily from me as a mantle, was I in truth the slave of circumstance beyond human control? I would fain think so.
Try this, Pargeter.
I'd rather not.
I think you should.
It makes me...
Come here, Pargeter. Put down those glasses. Come here. Come here. Here. What is the purpose of your being at this school, Pargeter?
To learn things, sir.
To be educated. And what does that mean?
I don't know, sir.
Of course you know. Come here! Education is the process by which a boy such as yourself becomes a gentleman. This is part of your education, Pargeter. To be a gentleman, you must acquire and develop an appreciation of all fine wines.
Please, sir, it makes me sick.
What do you suppose your master would do if you refused to do as he says?
He beat me, sir.
And so shall I, Pargeter, if you refuse to drink this wine.
Please, sir. No, sir.
Wasted. Look, Pargeter, all that wine, wasted. I'll give you a choice, shall I? A glass of wine or a beating? Which would you prefer?
A glass of wine, sir.
Good. Very good. Well, pour it yourself, then. More than that. Come along, more than that. The glass should be at least half full. Wait! Not like that, boy. It's not ginger beer. You don't drink it like ginger beer. You savor it, Pargeter. Admire the color, the texture, the bouquet. Here, let me show you.
Please, sir. I'd rather not.
A glass or a beating. That was the choice. Thank you, Pargeter. Wine enriches all the senses. That is its unique quality. Its velvet softness pleases the tongue. Its delicate aroma caresses the nose. Taste, color, texture. Admire each in turn. William Wilson. Get out! Get out!
Who and what was this Wilson? Whence came he, and what were his purposes? In a brief period, I ceased to think upon the subject, my attention being absorbed in a contemplated departure for Oxford, there to vie in profuseness of expenditure with the haughtiest heirs of the wealthiest earldoms of Great Britain.
Your game again, I think, Glendinning.
It could hardly be credited that I had so utterly fallen from the gentlemanly estate as to seek acquaintance with the vilest arts of the gambler, increasing my already enormous income at the expense of my weak-minded colleagues.
I pass.
I pass.
Pass.
I open for 10.
10.
10.
And
3.
One card.
3.
No change. And I double the bet.
I'm out.
I'm out. The cards are against me tonight.
How much have I won so far, Preston?
300 guineas.
Another game, gentlemen?
By all means.
I frequently contrived with the gambler's usual art to let him win considerable sums, the more effectually to entangle him in my snares.
I open for 10.
10.
10.
10.
One card.
3 cards.
No change.
I check.
I'll check.
I'll double.
160.
I'm out.
I double.
320.
Double again.
640.
And again.
1280.
And again.
And again.
Show me your cards.
Your luck has changed, Wilson.
One needs luck in games of chance. Luck and skill in equal measures.
Haven't shown much skill so far. I've won every game.
Which gave me the incentive to learn. In cards as in all things, there comes a time for revenge. Time to settle our debts, Preston.
Another game.
No, not tonight.
I'd like to play on.
Oh, without me, then. It's late and I'm tired.
Just one more game, Wilson. One more game.
Some other time.
Please, I insist.
Insist. What is this, Glendinning? Are you ordering me to play?
Oh, I've lost a lot of money.
Yes, but no more than you can afford. How much is it, Preston? How much?
7,200 guineas.
Oh, is that all? I thought it was more.
Can't pay you, Wilson.
Well, not in cash, of course not. I didn't expect that. Your cheque will do.
Please, I beg of you, one more game.
Not tonight. Perhaps tomorrow.
Wilson, please. I can't pay you, don't you see?
Can't pay?
You've got to give me another chance.
I don't think I understand. Please, give me your cheque, Glendinning.
I can't. I can't. I can't.
What are we going to do, Preston? This man can't pay his debts.
He's lost heavily, you must admit. Perhaps some arrangement.
What had you in mind?
It's not for me to say. He owes you the money, there's no question of that. You could, I suppose, exercise some discretion.
I think not. There can be no discretion where a debt of honor is concerned. I'm sorry, Glendinning. William Wilson.
Are you ill? Danby, fetch a doctor.
No, it's nothing. A touch of giddiness, nothing more.
Here. Take mine.
Some brandy.
Please, if you would. Thank you. Sorry, gentlemen. Please Please forgive me.
Stay where you are.
They must have fallen.
Fallen.
From the table. What else? What else? He did it because he cannot pay. He did it. I saw him put them there. Him, Glendinning.
Search it.
Keep away! Keep away!
Mr. Wilson, you will see the necessity, I hope, of quitting Oxford. Or at least of leaving my chambers instantly.
The next morning, ere dawn of day, I commenced a hurried journey from Oxford to the continent, in perfect agony of horror and shame. I fled in vain. My evil destiny pursued me as if in exultation. Scarcely had I set foot in Paris ere I had fresh evidence of the detestable interest taken by this Wilson in my concerns. At Rome, he again stepped in between me and my ambition. Where, in truth, had I not bitter cause to curse him within my heart? From his inscrutable tyranny did I at length flee panic-stricken, and to the very ends of the earth I fled in vain. Thus far I had succumbed supinely to this impervious domination of my will, the apparent omnipresence and omnipotence of Wilson. But now no further, for I began to feel the inspiration of a burning hope, anxiously seeking out the young, the gay, the beautiful daughter of the aging Duke de Broglio in Venice.
Signor Wilson, si chiamo qui, a Palazzo Broglio.
Grazie.
Prego.
It seemed that at last I had escaped from his inscrutable tyranny, as if from a pestilence. Secretly, she had communicated to me the costume in which she would be habited.
Such a wonderful, wonderful evening.
Yes, quite wonderful. And even more so now. Have you spoken to your father?
No, not yet.
But you will soon.
Very soon.
Do you remember what to tell him?
I shall tell him that you're kind, that you're handsome, that you come from one of England's finest families, that I love you with all my heart. I still can't believe it, even now.
Believe what?
That I could be so happy, so completely happy.
Speak to your father.
Tell him now, you mean?
Why not? Let's tell him together.
But there's no hurry.
I'm afraid. Afraid I might lose you.
You won't, I swear it, never.
Please, Valentina. For my sake. For the sake of our deep, deep love. Now. Please.
I'll see if I can find him.
Demon, keep away. Nevermore shall you haunt and plague me. Never shall I see your face again. Henceforward art thou also dead, dead to the world, to heaven, and to hope. In me didst thou exist, and in my death see how utterly thou hast murdered thyself.